Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's David here, and finally posting the deck profile, guys. Sorry I wasn't able to get the round 4. I was editing it and was playing it back, and I realized that the only game 1 was recorded and 2 and 3 was just cut off. But I just gotta give you a quick recap on how that game was. So basically, I went against a PK player, and he won a die roll. So he basically in turn 1 he just full combo into a scythe lock, and I couldn't do anything about that. Game 2, I basically combo and made a toe and merge, and then I had Etchim Sight with a penguin in hand, and he couldn't go through that as well. So he scooped and goes to game 3. Now game 3, we both in game 1 and 2 went for a little too long. So game 3, what happened is he might have panicked, and he went first, and he used Verte effect. So and then after using Verte effect, he passed on to me. I had super poly, so like either way, I think I could have still won that game anyways, because I had signing super poly against him, and definitely was able to play from there and on. But he time was called, and yeah, he unfortunately was lost that one. So yeah, I won that one due to, I guess, time. But anyway, guys, this is a deck I ran in that tournament. I'm top 4. I think I was 4th place out of, I think, 30 people. So I think it's good. So this is my Fluffal Branded deck that I brought there. And sorry, it might have some different sleeve, is because I kind of tweak it a little bit for this week episode, or this week local. So yeah, I tweaked it a little bit to be more of a different build. So I'll show that at another video, and after the tournament I will let you know how I did. But anyways, let's get straight into it. So let's start with the main monster zone, main monsters. So we have one dog. So I've been running one dog since last week or last time, and I think I'm liking it. Like, one dog has been pretty nice. I usually search it and then just do it in mid combo and search sheep and go on from there and make Verte. And yeah, I mean, I don't think I miss having 2 or 3 dogs. So I think one Fluffal dog has been it's kind of the go now. So yeah, so I have one dog here. We then play, of course, we play the 3 penguins. This card just insane. It draws 2 to discard 1, and you know, you can special summon a monster from your hand. And this with Dolphin in your hand, just very nice because you can set up Toe and the anti-nib. Then we run, of course, the 1 Dolphin. Yeah, this card is just a combo starter most of the time. And there's many ways for you to get an extra body if you need a Fluffal name in the graveyard for a wing effect. So yeah, so of course we run the 1 Dolphin, then run 2 bears. Yeah, 2 bears is pretty good. I think there was a time where I used bear effect to tribute for adding a poly. I think that was round 4. But yeah, now round 4 against PK. But yeah, this card is pretty good. I mean, if you drew a lore or something, the bear is always very nice with it. So next up we have 1 octopus, 1 sheep, and 1 wing. So those are all the Fluffal monster names I run. Octopus is great because you can use it to recycle your wings. You can also use it for turn 3 to normal summon and add back sheep, and you go on from there. And of course, sheep is just a good extender. And wings, you know, wings is a draw 2 plus infinite. Then we run 3 Etchim Chain. Now Etchim Chain, of course, we gotta run 3. Thankfully, I still have my copy for as a Fluffal player, you have to have them, but now they are like expensive. They're like $10 each for the supers. So, but anyways, yeah, I got 3 HM chain. This card is very well. It's very good. There's nothing bad to say about it. Never used up the second effect of adding on a chain. So, and the other chain we run, other HM is, of course, we run 1 HM Sabers, and we run the 1 HM Scythe. Yep, this card you don't need multiples, even though it's nice to draw it. Sometimes you don't want to draw too much either, right? Because if you draw without Fluffal name, it might be a brick, and it just sits in your hand. But when I do draw with a Fluffal name, it feels very nice going second, because you just pop a monster and you just have a big big whale in the field that cannot be destroyed, or it can be destroyed, but you most likely will use this anyway. So yeah, HM Scythe. And onto the non-Fluffal related cards, we do run the Lord. Of course, this card is a great extender and great card going second. As you can, I don't remember if I used it, but this pitching a card to target something in the center of the graveyard is super nice. So yeah, 1 Golden Lord. And of course, we do run the Scythe, Artifact Scythe. This card, I never even used it on this tournament, surprisingly. I didn't have to. So, but this card is still good. Side locking people is still kind of crazy. And of course, we do play the branded stuff. So we do run 1 Fallen and Albas. And yeah, I will show you guys a little small combo right after this deck profile. Getting this on the field on your opponent's turn. So then we run. The hand trap is 3 Gammas and 1 Driver. This is the only hand trap I ran in this list, and I'll show you guys something else I ran. I think you might have seen in a video. So of course, but 3 Gamma is still good. Gamma is, it's a great card going second, great card going first, because you bait out Drolls, you go Ash and all that without having a monster committed on the field. Then we run, of course, the Illusion of Chaos with Magician Soul package. So I run the 2-1 ratio on this one because I want to keep it to the minimum. I kind of like, there's many times I use this card. Is just so nice. Like this card pitching Toy Vendor or any other card just plus so much. So you can't say no to this. Onto the spell, of course, we run the broken card Toy Vendor. Yeah, not to say about this card. There's so many times where people read my card saying, oh my god, this card is not once per turn, it's broken. But yeah, Toy Vendor is a broken card. And of course, we played the 3 5-for Patchwork. I swear guys, this is not a Despia deck. What would be crazy is that they hit this card for no reason because of Despia. I'll be so mad because that's just gonna hit Fluffal, and Fluffal didn't do anything wrong. But yeah, we do play 5-for Patchwork because it's basically Pot of Greed. Next up, we played 3 Foolish Bureau Goods. This card is a good starter because you can send Toy Vendor and Toy Vendor at the Dolphin, and that is pretty good because then you have a Toy Vendor in graveyard to use for Dolphin, send the wings and all that. Next up, of course, we use my favorite card of the deck, of course, the 2 Royal Penguin Gardens. The card that everybody gets shocked when I play this, either the first cards I play or sometimes even in mid combo I play this and they're like, what in the world are you playing? But yeah, Royal Penguin Gardens, basically as your penguin card, so broken. For the last 2 for 5-for card, we play the Repair for extending. Sorry for the glare, guys. And of course, we play the 5-for Fusion. Yep, nothing to say about this card. This card helps you extend more. Sometimes you do use Foolish Bureau Goods to send a Repair, but most of the time you don't. But it's nice to have. And then 5-for Fusion is 5-for Fusion. It's also a Bell negate or Bell bait. They do that. Yeah. Of course, then we play 2 poly. Yeah, you have to play 2. I decided to play 2 because I keep drawing the third one when I play test the third one. But I don't know, like I kind of miss having a third one sometimes too. So maybe I will bump it back to 3. But yeah, 2 poly has been pretty okay. And of course we do run the 1 Branded Fusion because we are playing that engine here. And I mean, Branded Fusion is Branded Fusion. Summoning Mary J is a disruption. So then we run the 1 Call by the Grave. Yeah, so Call by the Grave is a trap. It's ironically a trap card because you can set it and use it on your opponent's turn. But it's also just a great card to stop hand traps. So if you have room, then run it. I think it's a great card. Then of course the spice I ran that day was 3 Salesman. Never came up, but I think it is nice. Like the card never came up. I was never able to use it because let's say game 2 or even game 1, right? Game 1, if you're afraid of Nib, you just Salesman, call Nib, and you just see the full combo. Or like let's say you have a 1 card, you only have 1 card, and you're afraid of like Imperm or Veiler, and you expect your opponent to play Veiler or Imperm. You just preemptively call a Salesman and just call Imperm or Veiler because you don't even play the card in your deck anyways. So yeah, this card is definitely a better way to do it. Alright, so next up for the extra deck. Oh yeah, that's it for the main deck. So next up for the extra deck, we do run. Oh, of course, I got that little token of the Fracture. That's pretty cool. Alright, but yeah. Anyways, we do run the Fracture Crew Whale and Fracture Tiger. So these are the only Fracture fusion monsters that we run. I cut Kraken because it's good. I don't know yet. Like it has never came back, but sometimes if I could have probably went OTK with it if I had it. But having 2 Crew Whales is already enough to kill your opponent. You're just missing 200 damage and any monsters on my deck can do it. So Fracture Tiger is mostly for like those back row matches or anything that can die to destroying. So it's very good. And of course, for the other fusion, we do play the Branded package with Albion and Lubellion, and then we have Mirror J, of course. This is the card that you end on most of the time, but yeah, if you do break, you can always just activate the Branded fusion and just have a Mirror J on the field. So then of course we run the 1 Guardian Chimera. This card is busted. I don't think I summoned it. There was one time where one of the video I summoned it, but I did it illegally or tried to activate it because but I was on the draw. So yeah, that game my friend, the one who I was dueling, he later on apologized that he couldn't actually summon Dramatures that turn. So maybe the game would have been different that game, and maybe I could have taken it. But it was awesome of him for apologizing and just realizing his mistake. And you know what, he's my friend, so I just like, okay, that's cool, man. We just kept play testing, so he's a cool guy. Anyways, for the Exceeds, of course, we play the 1 Bahamut Shark and 1 Totally Awesome. So, also guys, I finally got like matching secrets, which is super nice. I know Totally Awesome went up by a lot. Bought this when I was in the YCS, so super nice. But yeah, Totally Awesome is an Omni-Negate, sets the card if it's destroyed, and sometimes that can be super useful. Next up for the Link, we do run the Verite, of course, the Cross Sheep, Dagda, and the Dark. Don't remember I don't think I used up dark or artifacts. Oh, I think I used dark on round 4, but I wasn't able to. I don't remember what it was because like all my round 2 and game 2 and 3 was cut off. But yeah, dark in there, pretty nice. And then of course we do run the 2 link 4. We do an Appaloosa and 1 access code talker. Yeah, I don't think I summoned Appaloosa, but I did do access code in that round with the Altergeist player. But yeah, so that was the extra deck, guys. So onto the side deck. The side deck, of course, as always, you go by the locals if you play locally, and you know what the matchup you are selecting. So, anyways, for first, Cosmic Cyclone, Harpy Feather Duster, and Red Reboot, because as you can see, we have Altergeist player, and this card saved me that game, Cosmic Cycloning the Mystic Mine. So, you know, can't complain about it. Alright. Then we play 3 Ash. Those draws were Nib. I just can't find my Nib right now, but just think it's Nib. But I think I'm gonna switch it to Draw now, because Draw is so much better than Nib sometimes. And we do have Flu players that are present on our local. So. And then lastly, we do play, of course, aside the Super Polys and 1 Dragospalia. Yeah, so this card came up a lot, of course, against the fusion decks. So game 2 on that round, basically, yeah, the Super Poly won the game, and Dragospalia is just a very nice to have. And it's funny because I summoned not even Draco on his turn. I summoned my own Mirror J, which is crazy. But you guys can check that video on I think it was round 2. So check that video out, guys, if you want to see that round versus my friend Branded with playing Blended Despia. But yeah, guys, that was my side deck. So let's show you guys a combo, right? So usually I guess it wouldn't be a combo, but usually your end board would look like last similar to having sight, or not sight, but let's see, having Edge of Sight. It just depends. A Penguin in your hand, with a Cross Sheep on extra monster zone, with let's say a Toad, and then a Mirror J. We'll summon it here, right? And then usually with the Mirror J, you're gonna have the Branded Fusion in the graveyard with a Fallen of Albaz. See, Fallen Albaz in there, right? So yeah, so like that, right? So let's say you pass on this, you have a Cross Sheep, you have a Mirror J, and you have Totally Awesome. Let's say they summon something, right? And let's say you want to disrupt it, right? Actually, you let them go play, try to see what they can do, la la la. They try to bait stuff, you negate a toe. It's very interesting. And then you have an opportunity to activate Etch of Sight, right? Sight to fusion summon into a Crew Web. Right, so Crew Web. And let's say you didn't use any of the Mirror J effect yet. So we're gonna do sequencing. Either you want to chain block something, you want to make something go through. You always just chain link 1, chain 2, and then you chain 3 the Penguin, right? And you draw 2, discard 1. You pop a card on their field, on my field, and then let's say they still have a light or a dark monster. Then you proceed with Cross Sheep. You can summon the Fallen Albaz, and you can activate the Fallen Albaz effect to discard a card to fusion summon, and you can fusion either the Lobelian or Mirror J. Albion. And let's say if you are even further, right? Even further, you have what's it called? Etchim Savers in the graveyard with like the penguin you save. You can summon either Libelion or Albion and then use their effect to fusion summon for. Actually, you don't even have to. It's a level 8 or higher, right? Yeah, so, or lower. So yeah, level 8 or lower. You can use that to summon Tiger to pop more cards. I mean, it's crazy. Like, it's a good combo. Like, it's good to know. Because Cross Sheep can do that. That's why most of the time you see, I think on the game against the Alta guys, I ended up with a Cross Sheep on the field with the Mary J and a totally awesome. You guys can check that video up and above. I'll definitely put it somewhere in the video. But yeah, that is a crazy combo. It just never came up because he just scooped. But you can do so many things. There's so much potential with that. With Cross Sheep, with a Fallen Outbash, and this week I'm going back to locals and gonna be playing a different build. But I mean, it's similar. I can still do this kind of board, right? But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We are in fact almost 150, and again it's getting getting towards the end of May 15. So we'll see if I can get that 150 subscriber guys to give out another structure deck for another lucky winner. So anyways, guys, in May 15 is the last day, and then I will announce the winner on that weekend. So I think May 15 is Sunday. I'll probably announce this somewhere around May 20th, May 21st. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed all this video, all this round. I'm definitely looking forward to doing more. So if you guys do like these stuff, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like, and hit the notification bell because it does help me a lot. Peace.